Many are called, but few are chosen. Are you chosen? See, being the chosen one, right? From the time you were a kid, you felt something was different about you. You felt like, I didn't fit in with the crowd. You might have felt like you liked your own company more than you liked being around other people. And if you were around other people, you might have felt like you was the odd one out. You felt, like you didn't fit in, and that's mostly because you were not meant to fit in. Your life has been filled with a lot of challenges. You might feel like you're on punishment. You're like, why am I on punishment? What did I do wrong? You might feel like you did something wrong. You may not feel like the Lord likes you because you face more challenges and more strife in your life than the average person that you know, more than your friends, family, relatives. You just feel like every time you turn around, it feels like something is wrong. You get attacked left and right because the enemy, he also knows your potential. And part of his job is to kill, steal, and destroy because he wants you on his team. He doesn't want you on team Jesus. He don't want you on the Lord's side. So his job is to, do some things to try to, get you off track. He does some things too. But most of your challenges, they are ordained. They are purposeful. They were meant and they were from the Lord. You may feel like, you're being stretched. You may feel like you're isolated. You may feel like, you have a lot of problems. You may feel like you're losing more than you're winning. You don't have a lot of friends. People don't understand you. Some people think you're weird or you're crazy, but you're not. You're just chosen. You're called for a higher purpose, and you were not meant to be confined by earthly relationships that cannot grasp the magnitude of your purpose. Your purpose is so magnificent, magnanimous, right? That people don't understand it. They're like, what is that? Because it's not actually for them, it's for you, and this was a purposeful act. It says that I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb. I set you apart and appointed you as my prophet to the nations. That comes from Jeremiah 1:5. So you were set apart on purpose. This is why you might find yourself a lot of the times alone, isolated. You know what I'm saying? You might find yourself always, by yourself. It's hard for you to kind of make friendships, and when you make friendships, they don't last. You know what I'm saying? Because something always happens. This is ordained. This is intentional by the Lord. This is not punishment. It's not because you did anything wrong. It's not because he doesn't like you. It's because your purpose is way greater than you can fathom and you can imagine and what they can. This is why they can't imagine it, because you wasn't meant to be confined by these earthly relationships, because those earthly relationships, they'll set you back, right? Excuse me. They'll hold you back. They'll limit you, and they interfere with God's purpose and plan for your life. They do. They interfere with God's purpose and the plan for your life. It says he set you apart specifically so that he can groom you, so that he can prepare you. Because a lot of the challenges, a lot of the things that you go through, a lot of people, it would break them. They can't even fathom half of the things that you go through. They wouldn't be able to get through it because they don't have that resilience. They're not built for that because they didn't answer the call. So you answered the call. You said yes. So this is what you have to do, because you're here to break generational curses and traumas, old patterns. You're here for your family. You're here for your calling, your purpose. You're here for other people, to be an impact to others. The challenges and the hardships and the turmoil and some of the things you go through, it's for someone else. It's going to help someone else. It's here. It says the separation is a purification process that ensures that your purpose is fulfilled without hindrance. We can't be having people hindering the purpose that we assigned to. We were assigned this from birth. We were assigned this. Like it says, he knew you before he placed you in your mother's womb. So we were assigned this before birth. So we can't be hindered by other people. You know, the loudness and the craziness and the chaoticness of the world, you know, or friends and family and, you know, sometimes mates, spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever, you know. And we are made, excuse me, so we are made for a purpose, okay? To create impact. This is why we face a lot of challenges. We may feel like we're being stretched. We may feel like, you know what I'm saying, we are feeling like, oh my goodness, our life is just filled with so much pain, sadness, hurt, isolation. It feels like every time you turn around, somebody's doing you wrong. This is, again, not punishment. It is intent, okay? It's a sign. It's according to your purpose, because you'll be able to use that then according to what your purpose is. You'll be able to use that. And this is why our lives are more challenging, more, you know, it's just harder. We just go through so much. We go through so much. And, you know, it's like a chiseling away at the excess and bringing forth the resilience and your strength that God is shaping within you. It's to be shaped, to be the person, the woman, or the man that you were called to be. Because again, your purpose is greater. You know, you're being tested because you're powerful. You're being developed. He's building a foundation with you. You're building that foundation that's going to be unmoved, unshakable. You know, you're created to inspire, to break the generational patterns, to do what the average person isn't willing to do and maybe not even equipped to do. This is equipping you. You're being equipped. And your reward comes later. Your reward comes later. You know, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. So you may feel like, oh, everybody always win and everybody always go before me and I'm always last. That's because you're going to wind up being first. So your reward comes later. So don't worry about them. Don't worry about what they're doing or whatever. Focus on you, because your calling is way more magnificent than you could even fathom, than you could even dream and think of. And again, it's like, they can't grasp it. You might not even be able to grasp it. But it's for a great purpose. You know, the separation is purification. You know, it's not rejection, it's refinement. He is chiseling away at the old and reshaping you and building you into that new person that you ought to be. So a lot of the separation is because he has to do the work in you. You're not going to be able to grow. He's not going to be able to shape you and you become that man or that woman that he called you to be if you're around the crowd, if it's a lot of noise, if it's chaos, if you're not quiet. A lot of the times when you're isolated, you get to be in quiet, in solitude, and you get to hear. You get to think. You get to improve yourself. You start to think better. You start to feel better. Then you can see better. The veil is lifted. You can see. And then the message and your calling becomes more clearer if you are, you know, willing to do the work and you allow the separation to do its job, to purify, to teach, to train, so you can unlearn certain things and you can be relearn and redo and reprogram yourself to be who you were called to be. And you are called to make an impact. You are called to inspire. You are called to break generational curses. You are called for your family's bloodline. You are called to make an impact for others. The weight is heavy because the Lord knows you can carry it. He doesn't put more on you than you can bear. And you can overcome all these battles because you were made for more. Again, these battles, these battle scars, they're going to be a testimony for someone else. And then someone else is going to understand and know that, oh, I'm going through this, I'm going through that because, hey, I'm being used by the Lord. And it can give someone some great hope. You can inspire someone through all the challenges that you've overcome. So that then they can go, well, if she overcame this, or if he overcame that, then I too can overcome my situations and whatever it is I got going on. That I might be feeling like, why me? Oh my God. Because believe me, oh, whew, I know all too well about challenges and hardships and feeling like, oh my goodness, every time I turn around, this, that. And feeling like you're going crazy, but you're not going crazy. You're not on punishment. You've done nothing wrong. It's because you accepted the call. It's because you said yes. And even though we have free will, you said yes. You agreed. You agreed. And this is why, So from here on out, move with intention, okay? Move with intention. Speak, with courage and walk in the purpose. Because it is actually for a purpose. God created you on purpose for a purpose. So I hope that blessed your soul on today. I hope you are well. And till next time. And if this resonated with you, let me hear from it. Let me hear from you. Put it in the comments. Let me hear from you. Okay? But until next time, peace.